Hey, good morning, USA. This is Mr. Nick B, your host. Good to see you again. Finally got the internet back up. And, well, let's take a look here at some news of the day. Sorry about the lighting, once again, the poor quality lighting. I thought this was going to work better than it did. Anyways, don't know what to do about it. Let's see if I can make this work. Let's see now. I don't know if that's going to be any better. Well, let's bear with me here, okay? Yeah, that doesn't help us. I look like a ghost. I look like a ghost. Anyways. Well, I hope you can see me better now. So let's get on with the article here. I have here from the Conservative Tribune. This is from the Conservative Tribune, November 27th, 2017 at 8:25 p.m. And it is by V. Saxena. So anyway, Trump to allow gun collectors to purchase military surplus M1911 pistols. Included in 2018 National Defense Authorization Act, which President Donald Trump intends to sign soon, is a provision that allows the military to save an estimated $200,000 per year by selling surplus M1911 pistols to those in the public interested in purchasing them. Used widely during World War I, World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War, those historic firearms have been officially out of service since 1985, when the military replaced them with Beretta 92 pistols. Since then, the military has been forced to store leftover M1911 pistols at a price of $2 per year. Well, it says $2 per year. It could be a misprint. The International Business Times reported that the military currently possesses roughly 100,000 of these pistols, bringing the price for storage to about $200,000 every single year. Yeah, that's a little expensive. Now I get where they're going. By allowing the military to sell these firearms to the public, Trump will therefore kill two stones with one bird. Interesting way to put it. He'll save the Pentagon's money while also putting a smile on the faces of many gun collectors. According to Task and Purpose, there's a lot of history intertwined with the M1911 pistol for more than 100 years. It has traveled with American troops into almost every crisis, hotspot, and war the United States has participated in. Militarily speaking, though, it's not much use anymore for men and women in the uniform due to its very antiquated design. The new generation of polymer guns, such as the Glock, are also much easier to disassemble and incorporate new features such as striker fired opening systems, triggers, safeties, loaded chamber indicators, and larger magazines, capacities, task and purpose notes. Dovetailing back to the 2018 NOAA NDAA, which includes an amendment authorizing government-funded civilian marksmanship program to sell these pistols, it's actually Congress that deserves most of the credit for both crafting it and then later passing it in mid-November. And though it pains me to admit this, former President Barack Obama deserves an iota of credit as well. I don't think Obama deserves any credit. Maybe Congress, but I don't know. It's just my opinion. The NRA Institute of Legislative Action explained that the 2016 National Defense Authorization Act passed by Obama 2 years ago authorized the Secretary of Defense to transfer 1911s no longer in service to the CMP for public sale. Here's the catch. The language made the transfers subject to the Secretary's discretion and capped them at $10,000 per year. Unsurprisingly, no actual transfers were made under the program while Obama remained in the White House. Go figure. However, the NDA, slated to be signed by Trump, would make these transfers mandatory and also remove the unnecessary cap. What remains unclear is when the sales will begin and how exactly the M1911s will be sold. What's known, though, is that the CMP's eligibility requirements are pretty strict, so in case you're interested in securing an M1911 pistol, I'd start getting my paperwork ready now. So anyway, go ahead and share that story, family, friend wide, and if they're, like it, comment, and share it. That's from the Conservative Tribune and Visas Zexina. Sorry, friends. This is Mr. Nick B., your host for Good Morning USA, and I'm just a little bit tired trying to do this at night, so you guys will have it nice and bright and early in the morning. I'm back, and I'd like to give a shout out to my friends Deplorable Rob, C. Beagle, Gary Love, Edward Black, Packed Up Bullsheets, Jimmy and Angie over at Victor's Libertas, and Beverly Cook, and many others who may be joining or may be listening or watching. Thumbs up to y'all. And I'd like to, at some point here, when I'm able, financially able, still currently unemployed, at some point when I'm more financially able, I might consider doing some sort of giveaway for the maybe an MVP comment or of sorts, maybe sort of thing. Make the best comment based on a certain criteria, and maybe you could win something. Just as for instance, these fidget spinners seem to be very popular, so that's one thing I was thinking of, one idea. And again, keep looking for some changes, because what I would like to do is I would really like to expand this, not only this program, but the idea of having somewhere to go on YouTube. And I thought about having kind of a sort of a YouTube type network where we could, original programming and such. Don't have a lot of experience, don't have good cameras yet, but working on some ideas, and hopefully I can translate them into real, YouTube projects that you guys will be proud of. So this website wants all kinds of information for some reason. Let's see here. Give me one moment. And let's see what we got here. I think we got something on Obama. Ooh, we got something on Obama. Oh, I don't know if y'all heard, but Mick Mulvaney's in the news. I can't remember what he does for President Trump, but anyway, he's in the news. I guess he sort of a hostile takeover of that silly agency that Obama created. Yeah, he's really no butthead. Oh, we're no shithead. I'm talking about Obama. Or is it Obama? Odama? Osama? Who is it? Oh yeah, it's that black dude. A sort of black dude who supposedly was president before Trump. Anyway, so here we go. We have, here's a good article for us. This is from the Conservative Tribune, November 27th, 2017. I know I'm a little late. 11:33 a.m. It is by Ben Marquis. A significant legal battle is brewing over the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, a largely independent of governing watchdog agency with incredible authorities and wide-ranging powers that was created during former President Barack Hussein Obama's administration. Anybody see anything wrong with the Consumer? Do you see anything wrong with that? The Financial Protection Bureau, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the CFPB. You see anything wrong with that? Why does our federal government need to be stepping on people's toes? And they sure as hell didn't help me. I have a credit card debt, which this company, Capital One, they've made themselves into, boy, you could almost call them, Capital One's turned themselves into thugs by employing resources like large legal firms. This is what it's done. It's helped the credit card industry fight the little guy, you and me. Even after these big companies decided they would pass out credit cards to people, with poor income. So at any rate, I disagree with the CPBF, or CPFB, whatever it is, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I disagree with it altogether, unless Trump and his administration can change it. Unless President Trump and his administration can change it. Can make it do what it should have done. What it seems like it should be. So I'm going to have one more article here for you. For this Good Morning USA, airing on Tuesday. What's the date? It'd be Tuesday the 29th or Tuesday the 30th. Anyway, a significant legal battle is brewing over the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, a largely independent of government watchdog agency with incredible autonomous and wide-ranging powers that was created during former President Barack Obama's administration. At issue is whether President Donald Trump has the authority to appoint a new director to head the agency after the Obama-appointed director, Richard Cordway, abruptly resigned Friday and named his deputy, Leandra English, as acting director, according to Bloomberg. Yeah, President Trump has the authority. There should be no government watchdog, and there should be no government entity whatsoever that has nobody watching them. None. If there's a government watchdog agency, there should be somebody else watching that watchdog agency. I just don't believe, needless to say, I don't think, they're still, because they're a watchdog agency doesn't mean diddly squat to me. They're still a government agency. Whether or not, they're a government agency that works outside of the government. And outside of their control. Which could be a bad thing for you and me. It could also be a good thing. It depends on how it works. And it depends on if you get any scandalous people in there. So anyway, English has filed a lawsuit in federal court asking for the temporary replacement named by Trump Budget Director Mick Mulvaney to be blocked so that she can assume leadership of the powerful financial sector regulatory agency. The agency can issue rules and levy fines that are not subject to any sort of oversight or accountability from either Congress or the executive branch. Now that's plain wrong. They have to be accountable to somebody because they are working for the government, not you and me. Okay. So I think we have that established. So yes, they should be accountable to the President of the United States, if nobody else. Provided we have a decent President of the United States. And a legal one. The Bureau was created out of the 2010 Dodd-Frank Act that strictly regulated the banking industry and was the brainchild of Massachusetts Democrat Senator Elizabeth Warren. Oh boy. Warren's at it again. How about that? So anyway, Elizabeth Warren, who initially sought to run it herself by design. It was created to exist outside of the federal government structure, and the statutes that created it state that the deputy director is to take over in the absence of or unavailability of the director. But the position isn't open because the previous director is absent or unavailable, but is vacant because he resigned. This means Trump has the authority to name a new director as per the Federal Vacancies Reform Act, according to legal counsel from the White House and Justice Department. There you go. Even legal counsel at the CFPB appears to agree that Trump has the authority to appoint a new acting and permanent director, according to Reuters, leaving English to fight the impending legal battle by herself with private attorneys. The decision by CFPB General Counsel Mary McLeod was most likely influenced by the fact that a federal court ruled in October of 2016 that the agency as structured was unconstitutional and required reform that would allow at least some oversight by the executive branch or Congress into their activity and command structure, according to Forbes. Yes, I absolutely agree. The court didn't like the fact that the agency was run by a single untouchable director and insisted that if the Bureau wanted to be constitutionally protected, wanted to be a constitutionally protected watchdog independent of government, it must be run by a group of appointed people in a board or a commission. The Obama administration attempted to appeal that ruling from the D.C. Court of Appeals on its way out the door, but the Trump administration dropped the challenge in March and agreed with the court that the agency needed to be reined in. That move could very well have been a large part of Cordway's decision to abruptly resign well before his term was to expire. Unsurprisingly, Senator Warren's head has been about to explode all weekend. She posted a series of tweets that defended the regulatory agency she helped create and attacked the Trump administration and the named acting director, Mulvaney, according to The Hill. Mulvaney has long been on record as opposing the CFPB from the very start, even calling it a sick, sad joke. Give me one moment, excuse me. Got my Java, got my beautiful cup there. That's good. According to the Washington Examiner, Mulvaney will serve temporarily as the acting director of the CFPB until a permanent director appointed by Trump can be confirmed by the Senate. Meanwhile, as per the requirement of the Federal Vacancies Reform Act, he will continue to serve in his confirmed position as director of the Office of Management and Budget. I love it. I just love this this new presidency. Never know what to expect. It is expected that Mulvaney will take steps to reform the CFPB in the duration that would make it more friendly to banks and financial institutions, in essence, getting out of their way so they can take part in growing the economy instead of hampering them with increasingly strict regulations and hefty fines. As with many of the other battles the left has picked with Trump, the president will ultimately win this one. and a once untouchable and powerful independent regulatory agency prized by Obama and Warren will be brought to heel. Heel, boy, heel. So please be sure to share this on Facebook, Twitter, and everywhere you can. Hit the like button. It is at the Conservative Tribune, and with their venerable reporters. Anyway, my friends, it's been great being able to do this for Monday. It's either Monday, November 29th or Monday, December 1st. Could be November 30th. Anyways, but look forward to tomorrow on Tuesday, a.m., early. So I just want you to know, and I hope you guys all have a great time. So that was your news of the day. If you didn't know, now you do. And again, give a shout out to Portable Rob, Sea Beagle Edward Black, Carrie Love, Packtop Bullshies, Jimmy Nange over at Victor's Libertas, Beverly Cook, and all the rest of you. I hope you all have a great time, great day. Stay strong, keep your faith, stay in the fight for good. And God bless you all. Mr. Nick out for Good Morning USA.